teach how to do it 2 weeks, and then we have done those boats. It's a really old Finno-Ugric traditional boat. I have seen similar ones actually in Belarus and in deep Russia too, because some Finno-Ugric nations living in Russia, like Maris, Udmurtians. You haven't heard, I think. But Finno-Ugric nations in the Europe side living mostly Finland, Estonia, and maybe Hungarians, but a lot of nations somewhere in the Russia and republics. And I have seen very similar ones. So for example, my grandmother is Lithuanian, so in Lithuania I haven't found such a type of boat. So we use for this aspen tree. It must be at least 50 centimeters. And here you can see it's not finished. So it's very heavy to do, because not so easy to find so big trees. So traditionally we need to carve it from inside, and it's like closed. So it's heavy work. And then after, when it's already 1.5 or 2 centimeters thick, then we start to open it. So it's heaviest part of it. Carving is very heavy work. Nowadays we have motor saws, then it's easier, but this last process, then we need to burn the fires using same material from inside, and then warm water is inside, and then it takes about 6 hours maybe. So it's very heavy to do, because in the hot, in the smoke, that's crazy actually. It's crazy work. And for widening, we're using actually some like branches of trees. We prepare different sizes, and then we push them here. So at the end it's full of those branches inside. And how we know that it's all everywhere the same, we use drill, and not very long, 1.5 maybe, and we do the holes from outside everywhere. I don't know, is it easy to find here or not? After we put wooden sticks. So, and if we carve from inside, if we see the hole inside here and here, then we just carve in between, and then it's all the same thickness. Yeah, there is one unfinished more. Actually, I can show you from other side too. So, from outside we're using tar. Then it's like good for waterproofness, and we're not using inside this. So it must be just a timber. And no nails here. You can see we're using just some ropes, and heaviest part actually to leave those, I don't know how to say in English or whatever, those parts here. And after we need to go to forest and find some roots of spruce tree, and then to do such a, for the strength, those things here. And no seats were used before. Nowadays in tourism we put some seats too, then it's more comfortable. But traditionally we didn't use. Like you saw in film, then paddling is if you stay. And it's practical, because if you look water level, it can be very high, but usually around the farmhouses it's not so deep. And then if you sit you can see, but if you stay, paddle is long, then around the farmhouse is not so deep, and if you will stuck, then you can push. So it's practical, and you can see more where it's not so deep, where it's lower. So it's actually practical.